Hello everyone, my name is Raul Martin. I'm a learning support specialist here at your learning center at LSCO. Today we just want to go over a few features that Microsoft Teams offers and how to access it and how these functions or features will help you as a student, especially with a case like your Blackboard course doesn't have a discussion board, or you have a question about your assignment, which you should always, defer to your instructor first. But asking questions can be difficult, especially with an online space, to your fellow classmates. So this is just one way that you can create a virtual space to ask those questions and discuss topics that you go over in class, as well as create groups or teams to work on projects asynchronously, or to plan a physical meeting where you would invite the participants of your group to meet on campus, like the library, in the library, or a learning center, or just about anywhere that you think would fit the purpose of your meeting. So so we're just going to dive in and access Microsoft Teams. Okay, so you want to go to My Gator. Pretty straightforward. You want to find the Microsoft Office 365 tile. Mine is the second one over to from the left, but if you don't see it there, you'll just scroll down and find it on another tile or another location. So we go there, and then looks pretty familiar, right? The Office 365 page. You'll find Microsoft Teams on the left side. It's a purple icon, and it's called Teams for short. So you just want to click that. All right, so while it loads up, you'll see that this is my Teams page. Right now I'm part of 3 teams on campus. And for students, I want to keep in mind that you probably won't have any teams up on your page yet, but you can create one, right? Or you can join one. So let's throw a hypothetical situation, right? Let's say let's say I want to invite 2 of my student workers at the Learning Center to a team, okay? So let's say I want to create a team, and I'm going to pretend that it's for class, the class being, let's say English 1301, okay? So English 1301, and then you can give a description about what this team is about, just general discussion about topics covered in class. Okay, that's just a general overview as an example. Okay, so here's the really cool thing about creating a team. All you need to invite fellow students to your team is their first and last name, which you can retrieve from the Blackboard course shell or the Blackboard discussion post that they make. So let's say I want to invite Deshaun Parker, who is the Learning Center student worker, and Faith Johnson, okay, who's another student worker here at the Learning Center. Okay, so I want to add them to the team, and then I'm going to close this out. So now my team is created, right? Cool. So just 2 things to briefly go over here. Having a team allows me to share files and even store files in this unique to this team. So if I want to start a conversation, you see this attachment button here. It kind of looks like if you were sending an email. You can attach a file that you're, like for instance your assignment, or what you're working on. Like, hey, like I want to share my drafted essay or the draft of my essay with my fellow peers to get some feedback, right? You can do that. You just attach. You can either get it from your OneDrive, which I explained what the OneDrive is in another video, but you can also get it from your computer and share it there along with some text as to what to do with it, right? So if I wanted to say, please review this introduction, what do you think? And ask like, am I on topic, right? So what that does is it creates a thread of conversation. Deshaun or Faith could choose to reply. Looks great. Maybe consider changing, reviewing thesis, something like that. Okay. And you can get into as many details as you want, but this is just a demonstration. So just showing you the key features, right? Okay, so that's with the team. If you did want to have a meeting with your fellow team members, all you would have to do is click this meeting button. Okay, so let's say you have video and audio. If you don't, you're welcome to come to the Learning Center, and we have 3 computers with webcams. So just keep that. So join now, right? Okay, so copy meeting link if I want to share it with my team members. I could do so using the participation, so show conversation, meeting chat. Okay, so here I can talk just like I would in the Blackboard Collaborate environment with the people that are in part of the team. And since I'm in the team, and since I'm in a meeting right now, theoretically, this little red thing shows up, so it says I'm in a call. Okay, so that's how you would join, show participants. So here I could share invite, right? I have it copied, so I can go here, and I can ask Faith to join, for instance, or Deshaun to join me on this one-person call. And that's really neat, especially if you're in an online course, because you don't often get a chance to speak with your fellow classmates. So if you ever have a question about what the assignment means, asking your instructor is usually the first place to go. But a lot of times students have similar questions, so asking other students may help you find the answer that way too. Another feature about Microsoft Teams is you can create chats. So similar to applications like Group Text or GroupMe, I think it's called, you can add fellow students. So I'm just going to add Ebony Thomas and Faith Johnson, who are both student workers, to this chat. And what that does is it creates a chat with those individuals, right? And myself. So yeah, that's another thing you could do if you're not wanting to make a whole team or a project over the conversation. You can just create a chat, and you can add as many people as you'd like, I believe, to this chat, even including your entire class. If you wanted to talk to your entire class at one time, that's a pretty good way to share resources as well. So yeah, that's about it for the Microsoft Teams features. Keeps you communicated with other students, helps you find students, helps you contact students easily, and even share files through this online service. It's free, and if you have any questions about how to use it, be sure to stop by the Learning Center or the Computer Center, as well as the Learning Technology Center, if you have any specific questions about what else it can do. That's just a basic overview. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next time.